Pablo, I've heard that there's been a lot of changes with the EB-5 program here in the last month. Can you please go over those changes? Absolutely. Thank you for that question. We will go over the recent changes in the EB-5 program in this episode of 2 Minutes with attorney Pablo Hurtado. So there's been two major changes to the EB-5 program in the last month or so. The first being that a federal court held that the changes made to the EB-5 program in November 2019 are invalid. What were those changes? The changes were that the investments amounts of a minimum of $500,000 and then $1 million would be changed to a minimum investment of $900,000 and $1.8 million. And then specifically determining whether it's the lower amount or the higher amount, how geographic areas were determined to be targeted employment areas to receive the lower amount of investment, that was also invalid. The changes made it much more difficult for a geographical area to be named or determined to be a TEA or held to be a TEA, and now all those changes are invalid. So we're automatically back to the $500,000 amount if it's in a TEA, and if it's not in a TEA, back to $1 million. However, on June 30th, and this is the other change, Congress allowed the Regional Center program for EB-5s to expire. Now, the Regional Center program has been a pilot program, but it's been renewed about 20 times in the last 20 years or so. And now this is not the first time that the Regional Center program expires, that Congress allows it to expire. But right now, we don't know when and if Congress will in fact renew the Regional Center program. So those are the two big changes. On the one hand, we've returned back to $500,000 and $1 million, and TEAs being easier to be designated. But on the other hand, we have the Regional Center program that has expired as of June 30th, and we're waiting for Congress to act, and nobody really knows when and if they're going to renew the Regional Center program. So stay tuned. We'll talk about it more in other episodes of 2 Minutes with attorney Pablo Hurtado.